as we're getting started on this last Pokemon LP video for the year, I just want to highlight the fact that, well, I just did, this is going to be the last Pokemon LP video of the year. As usual, I'm going to take a little break for the holidays, at least as far as Pokemon goes, and I will be back with more Pokemon next year after the holiday period is over. There is one thing though, I might, don't hold me to that, I might update Wind Waker if I feel like it, since it's a bit less work all around, but as far as Pokemon goes, that's going to be it until the holidays are over. Well, unless there's some news regarding Generation 6 or whatever. Someone informed me that there was a rumor that Generation 6 might be announced at Jump Festa this weekend, but I haven't heard anything about such an announcement, so odds are it's probably, well, not even a rumor, it's probably just shit someone made up. But, yeah, it would take a pretty big event for me to get out of my hiatus at this point. Also, earlier on in this LP, I made a rather big fuss about the tactics I was going to use to take down Iris's Haxorus. I said, was I going to go with Will-O-Wisp or Blizzard on Jellicent? Well, I've decided, and while it still has Will-O-Wisp right now, I'm not going to use Jellicent at all until things go horribly, horribly wrong. But the idea is that I'm going to go with Excadrill right off the bat. The reason for that is that Excadrill resists everything Haxorus can throw at it. It doesn't have Earthquake. What kind of trainer doesn't give their Haxorus Earthquake? It even has Mold Breaker for those pesky levitators. Sheesh, Iris! You could do better than that! But seriously, that is going to work to my advantage as long as I use Excadrill and not Jellicent, because the problem with Jellicent is that the best I can do is neutral Shadow Balls off a special attack that is not exactly spectacular. So my worst fear is that Jellicent would be used as setup fodder, since that Haxorus at least does one thing right, it has Dragon Dance. So as a result, I don't want to, even though I could manage to get a burn, I don't want it to pile up a whole bunch of Dragon Dances and potentially get, well, maybe not fully swept, but at least partially swept. I want to avoid any unnecessary deaths, if at all possible, even though this isn't a Nuzlocke, it's more for bragging rights, I guess. So that's how I'm going to go at it. And you may have also noticed that I chose Sigilif as my lead for this video, because I want to preserve Excadrill for Iris's Haxorus as much as possible. And there's also the fact that, well, Sigilif could use some experience, considering that in Victory Road, well, it's not exactly going to be the most friendly area for Sigilif, so I'm going to give it some experience right now to try and keep my levels balanced. It's especially important since we're coming up on the Elite Four pretty soon. In the last video, I talked about Thundurus at great length, but I would not get the opportunity to talk about Tornadus unless I go out of my way to do it, because Tornadus isn't in white, it's only in black. And so yeah, Tornadus, it's incarnate form. Probably one of the most pointless Pokemon ever made, because, well, as I've said before, all three incarnate forms are basically palette swaps of each other, but Tornadus pushes the insult a bit further, and that's due to the simple fact that defensively, Electric Flying obsoletes not normal flying, but just mono flying in every conceivable way. And am I lost? Please don't tell me I'm lost. I'm gonna be so mad if I'm lost. Not looking too good. What if I go over there? Brings me back here. Oh god, oh god, oh god. So all I can do is go here, I guess. So is something useful gonna happen, or am I really lost? Shit! Not looking good. Not looking good at all. if I go over there now, all I can do really is run laps here. I imagined it would be a bit easier than this, so this is where I get stuck. Now, is this a new area up there? I really hope it is. Nope. But if I go down here... Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Come on. Please make it work somehow. I don't care how. If I get over there now, I think I might be good here. Oh, I haven't fought this trainer at all, so I really am going in the right direction. I probably could have done this in a shorter amount of time, but the important thing is that I managed to progress, at least a little. So yeah, I was talking about Incarnate Tornadus, and the fact that, you know, since Thundurus is flying, the ground weakness of electric is completely nullified. So what Thundurus has compared to Tornadus is a bunch more resistances and no additional weaknesses. So as a result, Tornadus' only appeal is flying moves like Hurricane and Air Slash that Thundurus doesn't have, and Tornadus isn't as good of a user of Prankster as Thundurus is, mostly due to the lack of Thunder Waves. So, yeah, Incarnate Tornadus, not the most appealing Pokemon for a while. No thanks, no Sky Attack. For a while it was only overused on the basis that Thundurus was banned, but ever since the Therian forms entered the fray, things changed, and now Therian Tornadus is a lot better. It's a bit weaker offensively, but it's faster and bulkier. Well, it's not that much bulkier, but it still helps considering its ability as Regenerator, which, as I've said before, I love that ability so much. And as it turns out, yeah, it was the place where I was supposed to go. Awesome! So, as a result of its high speed, and oh, I end up there, okay, so I'm supposed to go over there. So as a result of its high speed and a pretty good special attack, Tornadus is quite efficient, in fact very efficient, at using Hurricane in rainy conditions. A little reminder that Hurricane's accuracy is boosted in the same way as Thunder in the rain, so Tornadus is quite deadly in the rain, actually. Well, the Therian form, because the Incarnate form is just inferior. What can I say? Smogon puts it best when they say that the Therian form is the answer to every problem that the Incarnate form had. Of course, getting the Therian forms themselves can be quite annoying because they don't make an appearance in Black and White too. You have to use that alternate reality bullshit thingy in order to be able to get the Therian forms of the Genie Trio. And I'm not sure I would pay, even if it's just a few dollars, I just don't really think it's worth it, to be perfectly honest with you. If it were included in Black and White 2 as, you know, an enhancement for 3DS only, I could understand, but otherwise, no. Just no. Now, I think I'm getting pretty close to Iris. Is it going to put me all the way up there? Yep! Bit of trivia about Iris. Two differences with Drayden. Her Pokemon are female, whereas Drayden's are male, and her Druddigon's ability is Sheer Force, while Drayden's is Rough Skin. So, using Mienshao in the lead to start us off, because I want to preserve Excadrill for Haxorus. And here it is, the final gym battle of this game. Send not to know for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. So her lead, Fraxer. We've fought a lot of these in this gym, so I think Mienshao is going to be able to take it out with a single jump kick. Is that going to be enough? Yes, Fraxer isn't very, very sturdy. In fact, Haxorus isn't very sturdy either, so Fraxer can only be worse. Druddigon is quite a bit bulkier, so I'm going to go with Jump Kick. I'm not going to have to fear rough skin damage, considering this one has Sheer Force, since I'm not fighting Drayden, as I said. One Jump Kick wasn't enough, though, so it puts it in the red, and yep, healing with a Hyper Potion. at least it's not a full restore, so if I opted to go for the burn with Jellicent on Haxorus, at the very least, I wouldn't have to worry about the burn ever going away because of a full restore. So, decided to go with Drain Punch just because of the slightly higher accuracy. Don't want to lose health at such a critical moment. So, the time has come to face Haxorus, finally! So, how much damage can Excadrill inflict in one Earthquake? As I said before, I completely and utterly wall it with my Excadrill, so I can last a while, and in the deep yellow, so that means I'm probably going to have to deal with a Hyper Potion, and Haxorus did the smart thing, used the Dragon Dance, so now it can probably go first, especially considering that Haxorus is faster than Excadrill, and my level advantage is only, in quotes, 8. And it chooses to do another Dragon Dance. Well, your loss. This battle is won. So that's it, folks. I've got all 8 badges, so I'm eligible to enter the Unova League now. Of course, there are still many things left to do before we go there. Most notably, catch Thundurus and go through the trials of Victory Road. So, take a good look at this animation, because we're not going to see it for a little while, at least until my Y2 LP starts. Here we go. Legend Badge looks pretty cool. It's sort of the same color scheme as the gym, so I don't know. I really like that sort of little thing. This TM, Dragon Tail, of course. All of her Pokemon knew Dragon Tail. It's a very good phasing moves with the 60 base power, only 90 accuracy, however, compared to Roar and Whirlwind, which have 100. But doing damage is a pretty good trade-off, especially since many Pokemon know Dragon Tail, but not Roar or Whirlwind. And even if they did, I would probably pick Dragon Tail or Circle Throw anyway. Especially since those two moves aren't affected by Taunt. Anyway, we got a surprise visit from Professor Juniper, who came to report on how to resurrect Zekrom. Ooh, it better be important if you came here personally. You scumbag! Oh, I came to report on how to resurrect Zekrom! It's so important that I had to go all the way to the other end of the Unova region to tell you that I still don't know. Good God! Anyway, she's going to point me towards Victory Road in the Pokemon League as if we weren't in that vicinity before. I know that we're technically supposed to do the gym before Route 10, but whatever. At this point, nothing is gonna make up for what she did there. Oh, I came to tell you that I still don't know. If it was so minor, why didn't you just tell me over the X-Transceiver? Jesus! She's like the polar opposite of Cynthia, who couldn't do anything on her own to save her life, and she goes way too far above and beyond the Call of Duty to come and meet me and tell me I still don't have any idea on how to resurrect Zekrom, which, quite frankly, isn't any better than Cynthia. Oh, we got a present! And it's the Master Ball! So, I guess we're going to be able to catch one of the remaining legendaries without fail. I still haven't decided whether I was going to use it on QRM or Thundurus, though. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy whatever you want to call it, Happy Shut the Fuck Up, if you want, and I will see you guys in 2013.